This should be a ripping last quarter.
Absolutely, Langy. Chance to become a hero on the big stage. Who will step up? The scene is set.
She's to go deep. We just feel like he could be the match winner in this last quarter.
Grundy and Lobb, they charge at each other. It bounces back to Lobb. Driving ball, Himmelberg. Well played, Goldsack. Here's Cameron trying to just shrug his way past a Howe tackle. Back to Himmelberg. Langdon's going to get in the way. Well played, the Magpie defence. Hoskin Elliott. Oh, put the 1 mitt out.
What a mark.
Almost like a catcher's mitt, and it's stuck.
Maynard down the line. Look at Haynes, just focus on the footy, but couldn't quite get a handle on it. Socket off the ground by Davis. Travis Varco went without. Haynes took on the tackler. Released the footy by foot. Cox tried to spike it down the ground, was unable to achieve anything out of it. Varco now, in fact it was Treloar now forward. Here is Varco! Travis Varco! First blood, Magpies!
That's De Goey's pace that set that up. Varco, beautiful finish. Beautiful run to get the handball received, but this man has got too much pace off the mark and too much space at the moment. And you just feel that he's the man, De Goey. That was a scrap kick in that he had 2 metres again to go. It was a beautiful pick up and Varco finished it.
Perfect start for the Magpies. Travis Varco delivers exactly what they needed. Will they come again? Greenwood very solid at half-back. Awkward looking kick. It's going to bounce into the lap of Phil Davis. Oh, he sends it back down the line. Maynard's got it covered.
Treloar having a big game. That ball's going to work. I'm not sure it was meant for Myercheck, but it got him to go. He went out. Goes in that direction. Late fist. Cox got a nice little touch in there. Grundy. Did Hoskin Elliott mark the footy? Yes. Geez, that must have only just covered the required distance, but Hoskin Elliott's a really clever player to run around and kick 2 in a row for Collingwood. Look out!
He's happy, he's taken a grab in. That's what happens when you show off that like there. He was thinking he was the man, he's muffed the handball. Well, he's happy anyway, he should be 2 goals in a row. And if the Giants can't slow the ball movement down through the middle of the ground, they're in big trouble, and Treloar has started it off. 4 touches, pace through the middle of the ground, and a dangerous forward setup.
70,000 plus Magpie fans in the house, and they've got the chant going out to a 15-point margin. Going to take something from here. The Giants won't relent. Kick falls to Langdon. Came off the boot of Dylan Shield. Their rebound from here. Look at Brady Grundy. That's just power work rate. Like a 200-centimetre midfielder. So good to watch. This big man Grundy. Now the line, Zach Williams has juggled that over for a boundary throw-in.
This is where the big crowd, I reckon, comes into it. Just the extra energy Collingwood get out of the crowd. There's no doubt the players lift.
Grundy maybe just got a little touch on it. Adams inside 50. Myercheck taken out of it. Williams, boot to ball. Thumped away from Green brilliantly by Crisp. He'll get it back. Good side for him. Sets the footy up. Top of the square. Hoskin Elliott. Hold on to Goey.
He's got hold of his arm, his right arm, the whole way in.
Are they holding each other? Look.
What I saw.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Always happens.
Was his time back on.
That's your one, Richo, isn't it?
The arm the whole way in.
Yeah. But one on one, not holding each other.
Mark's there.
Thank you.
That always happens. That's the two-card trick. As a forward, when you stiff arm back and hold onto the jumper, they never see it, and they always pay the response from the defender.
For his third, and for 3 in a row, these are big statements being made by Collingwood.
That happens so much. The forward gets in front, uses the stiff arm and the hold of the jumper to keep the defender at bay. Then they start reaching the defender. And more often than not, the umpires notice the reaction. And to go, he is definitely the man.
Magpies this quarter, 4 inside 50s, 3 goals. They stand as one. And there's the president. He is just eyeing off a prelim final berth. What a turnaround it would be. The Magpies last year were almost a laughing stock, and now moments away, you think, from a prelim final against the Tigers. Short ones onto side bottom. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of work to do, but a commanding position now, side bottom. Here comes Goey. Jordan to go, you tipped it, Richo, you said he was the man, and he's delivering.
Again, he reads it off the boot quicker, and he's got too much pace. And he is a match-winning player. And with that space he's getting, he's not getting cut off. He just had a free run at the footy. It's good night. You can't go with him.
Almost the prototype Jordan to go, isn't he, for the modern forward? He gets this one a little narrow, though. He's 191 centimetres, 91 kilos, but it's all power. And he's causing them all sorts of drama at the moment.
That's why if you can't hold Collingwood up through the midfield, you can't slow them down. Their forward line has got such mobility and pace and so dynamic, they're hard to stop.
Woodfield, a running torp he's attempted there. Treloar off the ground, but parked back there was Phil Davis.
You need to be able to slow things down against this Collingwood team. And they haven't been able to at the start of the last quarter.
Works its way to Canelio. High ball for Deledio. The fist finds lob, but there's not much ahead of him. Just got to go long. Maynard's been supreme against Green. Maynard goes back to track it, goes to ground, but then butters up pretty well. Good one-on-one win there to get it out of play.
He's been good all night, Maynard.
Look at that. Surging first half of this final term, 85% time in forward half. 3 goals, of course, the most important part of that. Treloar dispossessed. Canelio high inside 50. Green comes at it. De Boer has kicked a much-needed goal.
Got to create their own energy, Matt De Boer, trying to get things going. So they're just hanging there. Back under 3 goals. That was a nice finish. Really composed finish. Didn't try and kick it too hard. Beautiful front and square positioning there. Knew he couldn't take the mark, so he set himself perfectly for the spill. That was a great front and square.
Matt De Boer breathes some life back into the Giants. Langdon set himself up really well. He's a good intercept player.
That's a couple of times now he's been able to do that in this quarter.
Now short one to the hard-leading Main.
It's disappointing when you win a clearance in the middle and you can't get it to ground in your forward line.
Main's kick, that's a really bad turnover. Good chance for Dylan Shield.
Just have to go forward and score. 3 goals, they trail. There's Langdon again. This time he went without. Green just handballs, but it's all Collingwood. Main, Pendlebury. Beautiful ball. Crisp, just a fumble. Adams with time. On the 45, he's got Stevenson, but it's going to be closed down by Whitfield. Now Davis, Hopper, inside 50, it's good to Himmelberg.
Must kick. They're not going to get a lot of chances, and I don't think they can allow Collingwood to kick another goal now.
Those 45 kicks through the middle of the ground are so dangerous, aren't they? If you don't stick them, this is what happens. You get a shot on goal against.
Yeah, it's the risk reward. You go for it, but it's a big penalty back the other way if you don't make it.
Harry Himmelberg got one on the night. Got to take every opportunity, the Giants, from here on in. That might be just hung out to the right. It is.
You'd think if Collingwood kick another goal, that it'll be too much in a pretty low-scoring game.
Braden Maynard to himself. He's going to come members side. There's the big 211cm American. It's just a marvel how well that man's taken to our game, Richo.
Third most contested marks throughout the season.
Pushing the back, down.
Great advantage here. And look at side bottom. He glides across the turf, this man. He sticks it down the line. Brodie Grundy got back. He got off Rory Lobb. What can the big man do from very tight angle here? He's going to play on. He's got the short lead on, so Josh Thomas has dropped into a nice hole and a golden opportunity.
But there's that pace in the forward line, and then Thomas had metres on that lead. Every one of their forwards has got pace and great movement. And then Cox is the other important link. He's the man who's got to stand under some high balls.
Josh Thomas suspended for 2 years along with Lockie Keefe. He's had a fine season, kicked the first 2 goals of the night. For goal number 3, no.
But for inaccuracy,
Yeah, look, it's
could have had this game put away a long time ago, Richo.
23 shots to 12, nearly double the shots.
Long down the line ball. Lobb's got to stand under this. That's a very good mark.
Got to go quick.
What's he got ahead of him? Collingwood have defensively worked hard. So he's just got to pound it in the Cameron direction. He's been caught under a few of these. There's another example of it.
Yeah, he didn't read that ball in the air at all, Jeremy Cameron. That's 2 or 3 times now.
But Richo, you called it early when Lobb took that mark. If he'd gone quick, he was going to Cameron v Jeremy Howe anyway. So it may as well go there quick instead of hesitating and then letting the pack create.
Very shallow throw in. Might work for the Magpies. Look at Trav Varco. Just unable to hang on, but that's a terrific tackle on Lockie Keefe, who's trying to release the footy. That's a good result.
So I reckon you can just blow the whistle quicker and just come in and bowl it up quicker.
Brodie Grundy decisively down, picked off by Treloar. Hopper in there, bouncing around. Big Brodie goes to work on hands and knees. Canelio gets it forward. Himmelberg. Here's Jeremy Cameron. Can he glide onto the left? The don't argue's okay. Now umpire says play on. The talented Whitfield to Reid. Over the top, this is Kennedy. Himmelberg's the deepest player. Shields going to go in that direction to the goal square. Here's Himmelberg. Front and centre to Bohr. And a boundary throw.
Scott Pendlebury a little winged. Collingwood hack it out of there. Cox a nice deft touch. That handball to Treloar, who gets out of the Taranto tackle. Back to Cox. Cox dispossessed. Davis end on end, but no one home.
Yeah, he had Griffin and Canelio who wanted handballs.
Phillips. Stevenson out wide. Walks past Reid. Ball to half forward. It's punched away from Thomas to go. He's so dangerous. Thomas taking in a pretty good tackle. GWS win it back. Look at Whitfield. High ball forward. Cameron gets rid of his direct opponent. Marks. And must convert.
This is the mark. It's right on it.
Big tackle, big tackle.
15 seconds.
Because that ball, they had to go forward of the footy.
Richo, you know this better than anyone. This is where the big boys earn their money. Suck the big breaths in and stick it through and give your side a look. Jeremy Cameron misses.
And that really hurts for the Giants.
Yeah, Himmelberg miss, and now Cameron.
Can he make amends here, Jeremy Cameron? How well played. Great effort at ground level. Good ball to Travaco. So a couple of missed shots for the Giants. Will they be punished the other way? Not with that kick. And Matty Buntine. They've got to get some fluency in their ball movement, though. You've got to take risks, you think, the Giants. And that won't do it. That's a horrible kick.
Well, you just saw Scotty Pendlebury there, and you guys mentioned that the fact that he was limping a little bit out on the ground. Just pointing to his right knee when he was talking to the docs and the physios. Looks okay, but obviously a bit sore and maybe copped a knock on that knee.
There's 50. Player on the mark didn't come back. You can't do that when Razor's around. He will jump all over it.
Perhaps he just couldn't hear because there's a lot of people here. Seriously, like, I reckon sometimes you just... I don't reckon he heard him.
It's a huge penalty in our game, isn't it?
80,000 people can make a fair bit of noise. It's a massive penalty.
Inside 50. Myercheck couldn't hang on. And Cox is gone. Holding the footy.
8.5 minutes. Is all that remains in this game. Good tackle, Lockie Keefe. And it's the Magpies to lose from here. 15-point margin. What about next Friday night if the Pies go through the old enemies head-to-head, the Magpies and the Tigers? You could fill this stadium twice over. Here's Jeremy Cameron. Still got to hang on from here, though. Giants have to get the next goal. This is better to Griffin. Some movement through the corridor. Griffin's got to get it going. They can't go slow. Good defensive effort again from the Pies. Now they come back in ball. This is Lockie Keefe. Oh, Williams called for the handball. He was being tackled as he took possession. Can they make them pay? Thrown out there by the big man, Mason Cox. Picked up by Greenwood. Tumbling ball forward. Hoskin Elliott. Davis. Will Hoskin Elliott. Big tackle. Well done. Oh, the umpire let it go. Myercheck. And he misses.
They got a chance to go quick.
They do. And straight. Cameron came at it. Defensive fist. Now it's a foot race. Langdon wins that. Crisp just couldn't control the footy. Gave it back to the hard running side bottom. Now Maynard. Trying to find someone wearing the same jumper. He can't. Reed takes it. Dumps it back to Whitfield. Whitfield on the 45. Little one works to Canelio. Canelio long inside 50. Lobb caught behind Grundy. Has to defensively punch.
Just got outnumbered in their own 50.
Howe. Long ball forward. Main from the front. Couldn't hang on. It's punched into the path of Ward, who's going to ground. Treloar went and found it. Gave it to Adams, and they're out, I reckon, here, Collingwood. Quick release handball for Grundy. Grundy's got Hoskin Elliott on the charge. Hoskin Elliott takes it. DeGoey and Varco ahead of him.
DeGoey's deep.
Hoskin Elliott.
I'll be going to DeGoey.
He goes to Myercheck instead. It's punched away. Travis Varco. Handball to Thomas. And that's not going to get there.
Just still hanging in there, the Giants. Matty Buntine. Got to get it moving. Sends it down the line. Lobb in front. Ward, ever reliable, to Dylan Shield.
He's got nothing, Shield.
Toby Green's got to compete with 3. He's had a super quiet night, and how
Free kick to Toby Green, though.
Push!
Locked out.
wow. Well, he's picked it up. They've got numbers short. Can they get one here? Hands it off. Canelio takes on Howe. Tries to bend it back. Kicks it out of bounds to the full.
Thank you, Jeremy. Here, mate.
Everything's got to go right from here
That's it.
for the Giants. And that had to go through Crisp. Cox. Good hands, the big man. An extraordinary story from the United States out of another sport.
It's
Has
amazing.
learned it in a minute.
Every one of his possessions has been contested tonight.
Main under the footy, that's a good mark. Got Grundy charging forward on Williams, is a good matchup in the air.
Move it on! Play on!
Sees it now, but gets under the kick a little. Defensive fist. Williams taken in a very good tackle. Greenwood pounded to the ground. He still works Greenwood. And the umpire is going to blow it dead.
Just a touch under 5 minutes remaining.
Thank you, Braden.
With Scotty
So,
Penderby
Braden,
just
ball,
barking
please,
instructions,
Excuse
setting
me.
up his team. Treloar's had a massive last quarter. Here he is again. What a performance. Sire gets it back in the dream.
He's a great last quarter player, Treloar, because of his amazing work rate. I've seen him play so many good last quarters. Adam Treloar, he's had 11. And it's just because he's a huge runner. Aerobic beast.
Incredible effort, Richard, when you missed the last 9 home and away games, come back and have this big an impact on a final.
There he is again. He gets wrapped up. Kennedy. Canelio by hand, but that kick shinned straight into the path of Aish. They cannot concede a goal. The Giants. It's a big enough task already. Aish. Long ball in the Meyer check direction. Hands to it, couldn't take it. Ward's kick smothered. It's going to get locked in.
My ball, go through Rob.
The ball's at the right end of the ground. 16 points Collingwood. 4 minutes
Thank you
away
very much,
from a
Adam.
prelim final.
So, mate, Ruckman, Rory.
Those two boys can do nothing about it. Tom Scully, he's sure. Grundy's been superb. Side bottom.
Play on, Adam.
Treloar went without. Look away, handball, Buntine. Taranto steps through, but his kick smothered. The forward pressure immense.
Amazing to think Nathan Buckley 50-50 chance as to whether or not he'll be coaching his side this year. There are a lot of doubts around the whole football club, and now they're a couple of minutes away from a prelim final. Superb effort from the Collingwood Footy Club. Cal Ward fighting hard. Treloar again. What a powerhouse. Greenwood wanted it more than everyone else. Shinned it forward. Clever little knock on. Picked up though by Sam Reid. Got to get a contested mark here. The Giants. Langdon's been really good.
We're inside 4 minutes. And the Giants have got to kick 3 unanswered goals. It's a bridge too far, you sense. Main long down the line. Taranto taken under the footy, but he got it on the second bite. What a prelim final this sets up. Friday night at this ground. The two biggest clubs, supporter base, membership in the comp. It's shoveled back to Goldsack. Collingwood fans start to celebrate. I reckon they know.
Nice and hard to get tickets for that one Friday night, JB.
Will be extraordinary. Grundy's extended out, but the kick goes shorter to Hoskin Elliott. They were very good in Perth last week, Collingwood, and it took an incredible final quarter surge to get West Coast over the line, and they've been very, very good tonight. Goldsack, Langdon.
Collingwood fans, you might just want to camp here for the week. Don't give up your seat. It's going to be the hottest ticket in town next Friday night. The Magpies just hold on to a bit of possession. He's missed the target there, Jeremy Howe. about that man on screen, Nathan Buckley. Extraordinary coaching performance. Reinvented himself in many ways. He was facing his coaching mortality at the end of last year, and he's just been incredible. He's handled himself with so much class, JB.
Yep, he has. His demeanour has been exceptional. And it's washed through his whole playing ranks. They look more relaxed. He's certainly got the pressure dialed right up, which is what wins you finals. It has been a great performance by Nathan Buckley, and his 22 players tonight have been superb. Look at that. That sums the place up. Tom Phillips. 70,000+ in the house, most of them wearing black and white. What a week it's going to be in a build-up to a prelim final between Richmond and Collingwood. Great tackle. And there's Chris parked under the footy. Everything going the Maggies' way.
Tyson Goldsack. There it is. He's got the gold jacket out. And he's urging the Collingwood army. Look at that, Joffa. You've got to love this time of year. So much drama, so much emotion. It'll be the Magpies through to a prelim final. Can they get a late goal here? Taranto's tried hard. Delidio's had a big impact, but Himmelberg, Tomlinson steps around, and a late consolation goal, the Giants.
What a great contest from Himmelberg at the top of the goal square then. Nice finish from Tomlinson. Still side bottom, just a regulation 31 for him.
So just got to absolutely make sure this centre clearance goes the right way.
Yeah, they're getting numbers back. Leon Cameron's trying to even it up so that they get one-on-ones in their forward line.
Pendlebury over the top. Hopper taken in a tackle. That's a good result. 10 seconds bitten off the clock and another stoppage, same part of the ground.
Only got 2 forwards, Collingwood.
Again, the ball held in and precious seconds tick away.
Yeah, Grundy will just be happy to lay this in and just keep blocking it in.
Lobb to punch it forward. Stevenson to go back with the footy. Treloar's been superb. And that one's held into Hopper. I tell you what, they've run Richmond pretty close twice. Collingwood, they've got them late in both of those games, the Tigers, but they've been right in them.
Yeah, 3/4 time of both their games this year. It was game on. Richmond were able to get them late.
Check to Goey. Well played, Lockie Keith. Squeezes the kick out to the wing. Whitfield. This will be disposed of number 31. He's a star player. Himmelberg, the intended target, off his hands. Side bottom enormous. Back to Whitfield. Still surging it forward.
Right in place.
And it will be thrown in. So, what a moment. What a final series unfolding. The D's of the West Coast are locked in Saturday afternoon. And it will be the Magpies and the Tigers. The last time they met in the final was the 1980 grand final. We're going to see it again Friday night. There's your siren. Collingwood are victors and go through to the prelim final.
good performance from the Collingwood Footy Club. They've actually played 2 really good finals. They were very good last week against West Coast, who got them late. And then they held tough tonight against the Giants, and that man's got some thinking to do as they fall short again, this amazingly talented group. Cameron Link.